everybody, welcome to the brand new TV show. I guess what? Hey everybody, welcome to the X-Men 92 TV show podcast with Jamie over here and Ben down there.
What's up?
And we're I just worked 16 hours on a movie set.
I've watched 3 seasons of this show in the last 36 hours.
Did you watch
Nice.
season 2? I told you didn't have to.
I'm aware. I realized that halfway through that you had told me that. Because they're
Because you
such
got
short-
was it because you got to the Gambit episode and realized that it was
no, they're such short episodes that I'm just like, oh, these are flying by like fucking nothing.
it's true.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, I didn't have to be doing any of this. So yeah, I have had almost the entirety of the X-Men animated canon beamed into my skull.
Matrix style.
watched it before.
No, because do you know how old I was in 1992?
One.
1 year old. Thank you, Jim. My God.
Was there like an X-Men baby show at that time?
Muppet Babies? You're thinking of
Oh, yeah,
Muppet
Muppet
Babies.
Babies.
I mean, there is an X Babies in canon. Mojo creates X Babies because he can't get the X-Men, so he clones them and just keeps them as babies. And that is the TV show. And several times the X Babies have broken into the real world, and the X-Men have had to have a misadventure and save the X Babies. It's always adorable.
Sometimes it's fun to just pull the top and let him go for a little bit.
Yeah, it's the power of autism.
Yeah, I learned so much.
Yeah, where's the tool? You see that tool?
Don't talk about me like that.
I'm obviously not talking about you. I'm talking about the weed tool.
Hey, don't talk about me like that.
Well, we'll just use keys.
We're sitting at 111. Is that going to be okay?
Yeah, it's totally fine with diamonds.
Hello. It's been a while since I've accepted anything off the end of the key.
Yeah, right? Like it takes you back to the days of doing drugs. Oh, here's the tool.
No, there's a fucking tool.
Holy shit. So you watch.
So
Okay,
I
so
watched-
before we get to the episodes, then, like, what was your favorite? What was the best part?
I mean, it's really hard to beat Jean going Super Saiyan. I love because I'm for women's rights, but I'm also for women's wrongs. And
Mm.
so when I love watching women reclaim their power and engage in murder.
Killing it.
Preach.
Yeah, like, did you know, Jamie, that in the comic book version of that story, when she goes and eats that star and those planets get wiped out, they're full of people?
Sick.
Yeah.
That's honestly, Genocide Gene has a ring to it. It's something that we need to address, and then we can put it away. It's fine. It's fine.
Buddy, that's
Yeah.
Side
Yeah, I don't think you can use the last name though. It really is snappier with just her first name.
I think the movie version of that story needs to include that. Like, she does need to wipe out like, then it'll make sense for them to just kill her at it and have it be really sad and boom, leave it there
Hmm.
where it was supposed to be before Claremont got all screwed up. Don't fuck up my chair, boy.
They call her Genocide Gray.
Aha! There we go.
Everybody say hi to Linguini. Hey, Linguini.
This is our producer.
Yeah, he's the boss.
He writes all of our bits, so if something doesn't land, you need to talk to him about it.
I'm just checking my notes. More jokes about lasagna. Okay.
Anyways, just keep going. What just happened?
Oh, that was on camera too.
Hoisted by your own Garfeld.
The cat just jumped on the chair because it's his new favorite thing to tear apart. And yeah, that happened. Holy shit.
One day he's gonna run into things to tear apart, and he will eat you.
Love you, Linguini. You're welcome to hang out. Just don't destroy the set.
what they keep saying to me on film set.
Yeah, you've been on the Untitled Hockey Project.
Yeah.
Background actor, so people can look up you there. I also am in the first scene of that show. Gonna
Nice.
star
Michelle
Michelle
Monaghan.
Monaghan.
The word you're looking for is anyways.
Yeah. So the first episode we're gonna do is Cold Comfort, which was actually between the two Phoenix sagas, but I just felt it made a better pairing with Orphan's End. It was written by Len Uhley or Uhley, or do you want to take a crack at that?
No, but this is super awkward because I actually have all of my notes are about cold comfort ice cream.
Damn it.
So I actually do need a minute.
I'm gonna leave this one in
Yeah,
just so you can feel it,
good.
just so you can watch it later.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So, welcome to episode 18 of the X-Men 92 podcast series from Ghost Pants. This week, we're going balls deep on the new format, clearly. Uh,
Lies.
yeah, I did not do the IMDb.
Three bearded people.
So, Jamie, can you read the description of this episode while I do the necessary research that I forgot?
Oh, like I thought you were gonna put something in front of it, and I was like,
16-hour days.
I
Oh
feel
yeah, you would have to murder me if I did that.
all right, gotta get my good announcer voice going. Been watching a lot of Superman, so Iceman disturbs some witty G banter among security guards and breaks into a government facility. And Professor X is alerted while in the midst of telling Jubilee she can't fly the goddamn jet. He sends some other X-Men to apprehend their former teammate, and on the way they discuss Iceman's attitude and his history as a founding X-Man. Arriving at the facility, Iceman is at first happy to see Beast, but it turns combative, as it usually does. Iceman freezes Beast and Wolverine, but Cyclops punch dimensions him punch dimensions him unconscious, and Xavier projects a brood queen at the government forces that arrive.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Brood Queen is the alien series from check out the next episode, Love in Vain, where we'll have Mike from Dudes of the Dead join us and we will explain the whole brood thing. I don't know if don't even remember who else was with me on that episode. I know Mike was. Love you out there, Mike.
Do I keep going?
Yeah, keep writing. I still have to research the
The government
other thing.
arrives and they bring him back to the mansion where he is placed in a detention cell. Jubilee has a crush on him, but Wolverine thinks he's no good. Iceman tells Beast that he had left the X-Men because his then girlfriend Polaris was injured on a mission. Polaris left with him and the two were living together until Iceman found his house ransacked and Polaris gone. Iceman tracked her down to the government facility where the X-Men captured him. Beast is depressed about the state Bobby is in. And that's what you missed.
Yeah.
My
So,
first note.
do you have any thoughts on that one? I remember you watched this one way back before when it just actually is in the order.
Yeah, I don't know what this note means, but I had spicy Wolverine exclamation point.
Cool. Detailed note. I'm sure the fans appreciate that.
Well, that was in reference to the very gratuitous scene where he's just like walking around nude. It's really
Yeah,
weird that this was on children's television, but
that's the one.
yeah.
And Bobby Drake CPA spinoff. That was my favorite part of that. The idea that they would like maybe do like a future Marvel show. And I was picturing like maybe Bobby Cannavale playing Iceman and
Bobby
being like a
Cannavale as
CPA,
Iceman.
Let me
That's
freeze
so
those
funny.
interest
right?
rates.
And he's just like living his life with the girlfriend there until things
Actually,
go wrong. It'd be like a limited series for sure.
since this episode aired, Bobby Drake was actually outed. I think Jean Grey actually outs him at some awkward time, some weird moment. Yeah. And they just and he just decides to go with that as his personality now. So I think in most media and stuff, Iceman's going to be gay going forward.
Oh, like he
Nice.
wasn't beforehand? I'm very
I mean,
sorry.
I think that was just Bryan Singer casting
I've
somebody
watched
he
First
had an
Class.
attraction to.
Yeah, I've watched First Class.
Mhm. No, I actually Ashmore's in X-Men and X-Men 2
Oh yeah.
and 3. These are the
Okay.
first 3 movies.
However, that scene between him and Wolverine is the most homoerotic thing I
Yeah,
had seen
completely.
up to that point.
Yeah. Wow. Oh.
Yeah, like I was like 11 years old and I was like, my mom's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like,
Wow, that might have been when your mom figured it out.
I think she figured it out when I left the room during Titanic. You know exactly what scene I was talking about.
I've only seen Titanic once and I barely remember it.
The boobies were on screen and I was like, just make a snack.
Oh, that's when you
Yeah.
left? That is the only thing I remember, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Kate Winslet getting rod in the back of a really old car.
Getting robbed?
Rod.
Yeah, 100%.
Rod, like
R-A-W
Leonardo
E D.
DiCaprio in it.
or ROD.
WED.
I mean, either one.
Titanic is an exaggerated house story that this crazy old woman tells a bunch of people on a boat. Like, I don't think any of that's true.
It's like they said on Seinfeld. So the old lady, she lied?
Yeah.
That's it.
I have never seen Seinfeld, so
That's fair. It ended when you were 6.
mhm.
Yeah, I get it. I watched Seinfeld a lot because my best friend at the time, Miles Olson, shout out, loved that shit, and so I just watched what my best friend watched. But I was a pretty big fan, and I'm glad that it led me to Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is one of my favorite shows ever. And I literally have not watched the final episode of that because I always want it to be out there. I don't want the show to be over. I'm gonna watch that one when I'm like terminal.
That's a
One
good
day
idea.
I'm just gonna carry a tablet around for the rest of my life with that episode playing, and the minute you take one step too far, I'm just gonna play it.
Mhm. And then we can slowly zoom in on your face with the music playing. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, ba-da-da,
Wow.
ba-da-da, be good.
So now we can do the time machine part of the show. Because we talked about February 4, 1995. That's when this episode aired. Um, and the number one song at the time was Creep by TLC.
I have some really
Yeah.
okay. I actually said that I was going to throw this in here if it made sense, and unfortunately, it does. I learned today that the two surviving members of TLC are hardcore right-wing nut jobs, like fully insane. I'm devastated, genuinely devastated. I was like, "Oh, cool. So TLC was the one girl who died."
That
Yeah,
stinks.
yeah, like fully, yeah.
That makes me feel just damn unpretty.
Well, that's our show,
Yeah, the
everyone.
number one movie at the box office in its 7th week was Legends of the Fall. To give you an idea of how much inflation works, after 7 weeks at number one, which meant it was like across Christmas, uh, $43 million.
Wait,
I think that's like 125, 130.
Highlander: The Final Dimension.
Yeah, it's the third movie.
I was just gonna say,
I never even bothered.
there's a third one?
No, I just like after how bad the second one was, I didn't want to put you guys through it, so I just watched it on my ass alone, and oh, it's a
You're
thing.
keeping it from me.
Oh, dude, no, you don't understand. I mean, sure,
You've
yeah, fine, let's watch it, but it's
you
terrible.
you've heard what makes me cheer.
But like, if you want to keep going down the Highlander road, there's a 4 and 5. See,
It's just aggressive.
I know one of them is just Adrian Paul from the guy from the TV show. There's no,
Jim, there can be only one.
Okay.
and it's Henry Cavill, who's going to be the star
Hmm.
of the Highlander movie coming out next year from the director of John Wick and Fall Guy, which could be really good.
Okay.
Have you seen the Fall Guy?
No.
I've fallen.
It's Gosling.
Mm,
Pretty good.
okay.
All the stunts are real. I recommend it.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah,
saw
he
that.
literally dies
I
in that
did.
movie. It's his last role.
Damn. R.I.P. Gosling.
Jubilee feeling sorry for Iceman. Sorry. I didn't know if we were done with the time machine thing, but
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to reference, like you mentioned, Jerky Boys came out. Also, Boys on the Side, the Drew Barrymore, Whoopi Goldberg movie. But my personal favorite from this weekend was In the Mouth of Madness. Some say John Carpenter's last great movie. Others say it's his first terrible movie. I love it. I think it's really cool. It's
That movie
the
was
idea
great.
is like, what if a horror writer was read more than God? Would he have the powers of God?
I don't believe that John Carpenter's ever made a bad movie. I do believe he
Bro,
has.
we watched Ghost on Mars.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? That was majestic. Like in the same way that like Fast and the Furious 5 is like one of the best movies ever. That is also like something that is so
Which
aggressive.
reminds me, everybody, you can check out our episode of Parallax View on John Carpenter's first movie, Dark Star, on podcasts.
Genuinely
And that will be
thought,
on YouTube.
genuinely thought that you were going to transition into an episode that you've done about Fast and the Furious, and I was like, the
Dude,
fuck?
John
Yeah,
Carpenter
that
did the
came out
most
50
But
years
no, when
ago
you still
this
John
year.
Carpenter should do a Fast and the Furious, though. Like,
Hell yeah.
think about that.
is he alive?
Yeah.
John Carpenter?
Yeah, he's just like
I
playing
think
video
he's putting
games.
out a video game right now.
He loves
Good
video
for him.
games.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I forever love. Just please don't make a sequel to the thing. Just leave it where it is.
The
Mhm.
things.
Things with a dollar sign.
Yeah.
So Jubilee.
Jubilee, feeling sorry for Iceman, frees him, and together they go back to the facility, looking for Polaris. At first, they are an effective team, but there they are knocked out by Havok of X Factor. I didn't know Havok was a judge on X Factor. Ah, I haven't seen that show in ages. Sorry,
No, it's fine.
it's a
That's what you're
British
here for.
joke.
That's what you're here for.
Bobby and Jubilee are captured, and her powers are neutralized. But his aren't for some reason, and they escape. The X-Men arrive looking for Iceman and Jubilee, and Xavier is having breakthroughs about how he should have been more of a friend to Bobby than a teacher.
He's just going through therapy, and everyone's like, "Okay,
Like,
man."
we
It's unprovoked. No one's challenging him to this. He's just like arriving at these conclusions.
Christ.
There's no sense of like drama to any of the proceedings.
We're like, can we wrap this up, dude? Like,
Yeah, they're like, we're like in it. We're like getting ready to fight here. You know.
Getting ready to fight X Factor, right? And like some of those names, like Forge, great. Havoc, fine. Quicksilver, sure. Wolfsbane, okay. Multiple Man, mm, strong guy.
Strong guy.
Strong guy.
Strong guy.
Yeah, strong guy.
No way.
It's real. It's real.
Aw.
There was almost a multiple man movie starring James Franco that really explored what you could do with multiple man.
Multiple
thanks
sexual
to-
assault allegations.
Yeah,
Man.
thanks to Fox buying Disney, it got killed before that happened. So we got saved that movie from existing, and Multiple Man will remain for now just Eric Dane, R.I.P. Eric Dane. Props, like
And
stoked and like ready to like have my heart ripped open by whatever the fuck happens to him in
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Yeah, you could follow it up by watching his Living Will.
I don't ever want to watch
What the
that.
fuck, man? Like they've got like 15 of
That
those
for
in chamber.
I know. That for his daughters is cool, but
Great.
just like give it to them.
Don't give it to
Why
me.
did we get to
I
watch
don't
that?
I think we need to know less about each other. Like there was a photo. I'm gonna do a small tangent and then
Fine,
we're gonna
yes,
keep
please,
going.
no.
There was a photo of Alfonso Ribeiro and James Vanderbeek, and Alfonso was like literally holding James in his last moments of his life, and he posted it on Instagram. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like this is you were inviting us into a moment that none of us needed to be a part of. Holy shit. Like this is just very, very bizarre. And yeah, all I wanted to say. We need to know less
Like
about everyone.
Alfonso Ribeiro?
Yeah, Carlton.
I'm doing it in slow motion because to do it fast would be even worse. Let's keep going.
The team encounter X Factor again and have a big battle where we see the powers of the various X Factor members. Jubilee stuns Quicksilver. Cyclops and Havok's powers neutralize each other, which shocks the two as they do not realize that they are brothers.
It will never be brought up again. It will never be referenced or clarified, even in X-Men 97 so far.
This will never be mentioned again, ever.
Yeah.
The X Factor members have the upper hand over their X-Men opponents until Xavier realizes they were targeting people they'd studied and had his team switch dance partners, so they begin to win.
That part's cool. I like that.
Yeah. No qualms on that one.
Yeah. I think to clarify, Quicksilver is like Scarlet Witch's brother.
Evan Peters.
Or Aaron Johnson or something, right? Aaron Johnson? He was good. He's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
His 28 minutes of screen time was passable at best.
I guess it isn't like one of the worst movies in the Marvel canon.
That's saying something.
Sorry?
And that's saying something.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Forge we'll see more of for sure.
Yeah, that's the same guy that works with like Cable and stuff, right?
In the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to see him afterwards. In the comic books, he's like a member of the X-Men for a long time. But that never comes up in this. Because at the time of the show, he was in X Factor. And that's what they were trying to like have parallels with. Wolfsbane, she's a pretty cool character, I think. I think she gets played by Maisie something. The Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. Maisie Williams plays Wolfsbane in the New Mutants movie.
Right. I didn't pay attention to that movie.
It's fine.
It's an okay movie.
I really love Anya Taylor-Joy's magic, and I want her to play her in the new Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Yes. More Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. I'm glad she's getting her bag with this Super Mario Brothers, but like, let's get her in some like movies that big. Like, fuck. I guess she's in Dune 3. That's
the insane gay person that asked her what the connection between Princess Peach and Joni Mitchell was. I think if she had any foresight, she would have been like, well, they both have noted blackface allegations, and it would have derailed the entire conversation. You ever looked up Joni Mitchell doing blackface? She's done it a bunch.
Oh, it's on the cover of an album.
Yep.
You can still buy that album.
Crazy old woman.
The cover's still the same. But
crazy old woman.
I mean, it was a time, I guess.
Joni Mitchell got polio before we had a vaccine. I think we can let her be for a bit.
Yeah. Totally. She showed up a bunch in the Robbie Robertson book I just read, and really fascinating lives those people fucking lived in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Just these
of
amazing people. Like, there would be like 4 people hanging out, and it'd be like Robbie Robertson, Joni Mitchell, Cher, and David Geffen.
That's like when I was listening to a podcast about Brian Jones, the original frontman of the Rolling Stones, and he was like, oh, I walked into a room and it was just like this young guitarist named Jimi Hendrix, and Janis Joplin was in the corner, and I'm just like, this is an insane sentence that you're saying. Like what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think about my book, and it's like, oh, the names would be different to name check them. I think I'm okay.
Listen, I think most of the people who would be really incriminated by anything I had to write are dead.
I don't want to incriminate people. I just want to like talk about my experiences at some point. Oh, well, that's fair.
Forge reveals that the facility is his team's training grounds, sponsored by the government. Polaris arrives and tells Iceman that she secretly joined the team of her own volition and has fallen in love with Havok. He's dumped. The X-Men and the dejected Iceman return to the mansion. Jubilee and Professor X try to convince Bobby to return to the team, but he declines the offer and thaws out.
Yeah, so any thoughts on that one, fellas?
Nothing
I thought the Bobby Jubilee story was cute. And it was cool seeing X Factor, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's not much meat or plot to it. Like I remember the first time I watched it, like I kind of zoned out and tuned back in for the fight at the end. But that being said, I do really like the fight at the end, and it's cool to see those X Factor characters. For me as a comic nerd that also liked X Factor, because that was, that was mutants working for the government and it being very, very shady, and a lot of talking about how the government was up to no good. And that was my first actual, probably gateway drug into like questioning whether the government doing stuff was good. Now we'll talk about Orphans End, which aired February 25, 1995. Oh shit, this is wrong. It's the wrong thing.
Oh no.
I don't think it is though. Hold on. Let me fucking check this. I think it is from 1996. Oh god, the pain of all of the walking I've done over the last 3 days is setting in. It is right. Well, I fucked up.
Well, I had some really great jokes to make about Muppet Treasure Island, and I had a really fun fact. We'll get there. I'll save it.
We might, but it's February. There's usually something happening. Um, oh, that's still pretty good. Honestly, it's a good weekend. Lots of good things to talk about. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to talk about Orphans End, which aired a couple weeks later on February 25th, 1995. As like every other episode, it was directed by Larry Houston. It was written by Douglas Booth. And the number one movie when it came out was the Brady Bunch movie.
Okay. For our listeners, for everybody in the world, if you have not seen this movie, you need to, because
Mm.
it is not a Brady Bunch movie. I have found out, actually, it was supposed to be a parody of a Brady Bunch movie. And I went into that thinking this was a Brady Bunch project, which it was. Like, it was produced by the Brady Bunch, but it was not meant to be the Brady Bunch. And I think that's why we got things like RuPaul as the teacher,
Yeah,
as
as
a
a
woman,
woman,
as a woman.
with no mention whatsoever of anything of what's going on. The fact that RuPaul is a man playing a woman or anything. Nope, just
Yeah,
RuPaul's a
just
woman.
everybody's just
Fucking
super cool
awesome.
with this 6'9" giant woman.
The big ol' Adam's apple.
Big ol' Adam's apple.
Yeah. And it's really clever and funny in the same way that like the Adams family and the
Uh-huh.
Adams family values are.
And
Like I was having a conversation with somebody on set about how much the Adams Family and its sequel are great, and how Brady Bunch movie is just good too. Maybe we should check out the Very Brady sequel at some point.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it could be good too, or it could be Wayne's World too.
Billy Madison is there too, which I always appreciate because that was when Adam Sandler was still making movies that were worth watching, and I like to return to that period.
Also, Heavyweights, the first movie Judd Apatow wrote, I think.
And Pulp Fiction, the first movie that Quentin Tarantino made Uma Thurman take her feet off, take her shoes off for.
Hmm.
And not the
Not the
last.
last. Pretty sure every time they worked together, he made her take her shoes off.
To the point that Maya Hawke revealed that the one thing that her mother told her when she was going to work with Quentin Tarantino was insist you keep your shoes on. This was an actual thing she admitted on Amy Poehler's podcast.
Oh, well, the Amy Poehler podcast. And everybody knows about it. Okay. Um, so this episode fucking opens with a bang. The Starjammers are being pursued by a Shi'ar craft, which causes the space pirates to crash somewhere on Earth. At Xavier's mansion, Cyclops and Storm are enjoying a coffee break together when they receive the alert of the crash. Ragnar video calls and tells the two X-Men that a criminal vessel that he was pursuing has crashed on Earth and wants them to help him.
Dun,
Fucking
dun,
so
dun.
much shit is happening. Like this opening, if I would, it was very easy for me to imagine this in live action and it being like a crackerjack opening to a fucking big ass space movie. Um, like the sequence where Corsair is just piloting the ship by himself and he narrowly misses the mansion. Like I thought that was pretty cool. But Ben, did you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was exciting. And I think this is the first time we see the new Storm outfit with the high ponytail and the cool new new
This might
detail.
be the only time we see her with the high ponytail, honestly. I do remember visually this. It was very interesting. Who knows where the rest of the X-Men are, but also like it's cool that we just get these characters. I think Cyclops is way more interesting in this episode, even though he's all still a dick. But like we get to see why he's a dick, right?
That's why they call me Cyclops.
The spaceship, the Starjammer, crash lands in the lake near the mansion. Cyclops swims out and dives in, and he kind of like swims up to Corsair and pulls him out of the ship, and it's very clear who he's rescuing. And then when he's almost at shore, he's like, "Oh, Corsair, it's you!" Right?
Like, did you just not check your like until that point?
Yeah. Um. So Cyclops sees the locket the Corsair is carrying and notices that it's a picture of himself and his brother Alex and his mother Catherine. His brother Alex we just saw in Cold Comfort, right? So that's why I thought this was a good pair because this is like Cyclops' family episode, kind of. And then like we've just seen Havok a couple episodes before this, and then no one makes the connection.
This is the Cyclops family vacation, yes.
Did you make the connection, having just like speed run through this, that in the Cold Comfort episode it was his brother that he was? Yeah,
Buddy.
exactly. Yeah. Because why would you know that, right? But brothers and siblings in Marvel cancel each other's powers out, so they can't fuck with each other. They'd have to
Mhm.
like use a knife or a spoon.
I see you played Knifey Spoony before.
Cyclops is infuriated to realize his father's alive and he's watched fucking around the galaxy. It's so funny. He's like, "Oh, Dad, you're alive. This is great." He's like, "You fucking dick. You've been having fun the whole time." Oh shit.
We buried you.
Yeah.
Who did we bury?
Before Corsair can fully explain how he got the picture, Ragnar arrives in his ship. Ragnar is like just a random Shi'ar dickhead with a big, Centauri hair. That's where the Centauri hair comes from.
Oh, okay.
For relaxing hair, make it Centauri hair. A deep cut.
Wow.
Anyways,
And like the four people watching this who know every reference that was just made are just dumbfounded like I am.
and to those people, go outside. It's been too long. Let's go.
Touch grass.
I like me who's been living outside for the last 45 hours of waking life, just constantly outside. It hailed.
I know.
It hailed on me
I know.
today. Cyclops struggles to comprehend that Corsair may be his father, and they're pursued by a group of Shi'ar robots. They manage to escape on a Blackbird plane, and Corsair explains his backstory. See, he was flying with his family when their plane was attacked by aliens. Aliens, Centauri hair. It all comes together. With the plane crashing, Corsair straps a young Scott and Alex to a parachute and shoves them out of the plane, saving them. Corsair and Catherine were then captured by Deathbird, and Catherine was killed by Decken. Corsair didn't go home because he believed his whole family was dead.
One of the only times that the words shoves them out of the plane, comma, saving them works.
Yeah, because they get to stay on the Earth.
Yeah.
Um, in the comic books, Catherine doesn't die right away. She becomes Deccan's concubine, carries his child. So Cyclops and Havok have a third brother named Vulcan that is also Deccan's son. So guess what? He's evil. It's very complicated. I don't know if we'll ever see him in a movie, but he showed up as a cameo in X-Men 97. And I'll point that out when we get there.
That was very Dickensian.
If you look real hard into
Crane
the
shot.
background, you'll see Jim losing his mind.
Yeah, episode 4.3. Yeah. Back in the present, Corsair and Cyclops and Storm land in a jungle and are attacked by the Shi'ars. Cyclops, Storm, and Corsair single-handedly shoot the starship down. According to Ragnar, Corsair has kidnapped a young child, Jandra, who witnessed a high-ranking Shi'ar officer commit a murder. Corsair says he needs the ransom money to maintain his ship. So Cyclops tells Storm to keep Jandra away from both parties and holds Corsair at gunpoint, turning his own dad in. He's just like so ready to just sell his dad up the river at any moment. It's a little like fuck.
I also have issues with my father. It's fine.
I mean, me too, but like, um, but it's like a dad you didn't know. You didn't know your dad. You meet him. He's fucking cool. He's a space pirate. He has fucking like he's an action figure. He's got like a
A
ship full of these
handlebar
crazy
mustache,
motherfuckers. He's got Chode. He's got
right?
Chode and Hepzibah and Raza, who are the other Starjammers who are hanging out in the forest or whatever, right? Where was I? Corsairs handed over to Rack. Did I say that one?
Yeah. So there's one point in a previous episode where Corsair says like, I would remember my son's eyes. He had his mother's eyes. Does that mean his mom had punch dimension eyes? Or was he talking about Alex's eyes, maybe? Who was the
No,
older son?
I think
No,
my I
Cyclops
think
was
what
the
I
older
was I think the vibe there is just the irony that he can't see Cyclops' eyes because of the punch dimension.
son.
Do you know what the punch dimension is?
No.
Punch him.
I
So
was like, wait a second. I was like, I grew up with so many brothers in the house. I know I'm gonna get hit.
didn't even realize that was happening. Um, so the punch dimension is this concept that was in like a Marvel encyclopedia or glossary and therefore canon for a couple years. That Cyclops' powers weren't actually like heat beams or anything, but actually just like concussive blasts from something called the punch dimension, which is just like, a pure kinetic energy of just the constant force of about a punch. So every time Cyclops is blasting stuff, it's like a punch.
So it's cocaine. It's cocaine that led to these decisions. This is a fully drug-induced psychosis. Oh, what if the
Really,
light was coming from a new dimension?
really funny to troll
What
on
if there
Reddit
was an
today by talking about
alien
this because
named
someone's like, "It's
Chode?
not real. No, the punch dimension is not real," but it's fucking. It was real for a while.
It's
Right?
real in my heart. I don't know.
Ragnar turns on Cyclops and reveals that he has been trying to get to Jandra, so she won't reveal anything about the murder. Cyclops is shown by a Starjammer spy in the Shi'ar Honor Guard that Ragnar's men are planning to cover up the murder of Jandra, so they bust Corsair out of holding and they escape. It's cool that this like minor character that we saw in the Phoenix Saga as one of the like gladiators team
Oh yeah.
was fighting against the X-Men in this one, like kind of, gets deep into as a character and it's conveniently there. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool little detail.
Yeah.
It's
I just
kind of
feel
cool
like I just like
too.
this episode a lot. Like it's just like a Kraken adventure. I could really work in movies. It's actually it's actually the beginning of this event in the comics happened like after the Dark Phoenix saga and at kind of the beginning of the Brood saga, the longer version of the Brood saga. Um and also the other event with Xavier projecting a giant brood queen to scare off government forces. That's also a thing from the Brood saga. So it's interesting that all of these concepts happen like maybe Fox and Marvel was like, no, you can't do three space operas in one season. It's too crazy. So they had to break it up. So we see the little pieces here and there. But this story, like Deathbird's involvement, is originally supposed to lead the X-Men into their encounters with the Brood, and they kill a bunch of Brood, but then don't realize they've been affected with Brood eggs too.
That just lives in your brain. You
Yeah.
just know that. You can just pull that out of nowhere. That
No,
was
I researched the fuck out of it.
okay, because I was like, are you just pulling that from memory? I was like, that was weird. It's
No,
like usually you don't see a level of obsession like that unless I'm talking about Drag Race.
no, I'm like hosting a show, so I do research.
Right?
I'll
Here's
try
my
that.
research. This is the Brood Saga Part 1.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Rooting.
where was I? Was
Yeah.
I didn't finish, right?
No, you're there.
With help from Storm and the Starjammers, the pursuing Shi'ar are shot and destroyed. The Shi'ar ally flies off, saying Ragnar will be held before the proper authorities, and Cyclops and Corsair make peace. They decide to hang out for a while before Corsair has to leave, and they make a little joke about genocide gene.
Nope.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And
Well,
as usual, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, Storm, the only one that has any effective powers that actually ever save the day.
Storm always wins. She just comes in and just like
I
they
It's
can't help
either
but do it every time because her powers are the
electric
best.
or
I
ice.
really appreciate that when her powers get really going, for some reason she gets extensions. Her hair gets
Right?
like 3 times as big. I'm like, how did you?
It's because the kinetic energy is like floating around,
But
so her hair's all
that's
separated.
not how hair works.
She's a mutant. She has these genes. You don't fucking know.
I think I do.
I don't know, man. Have you ever seen Jade
Now I
Cargill? Her
miss
hair does crazy shit.
now I miss
It's
Devin.
all wigs. It's all. What?
I miss Devin.
We love you, Devin. You're never gonna watch this show, but you're our favorite. Um, yeah. So I guess it's nice that Cyclops and Corsair don't get all dramatic at the end. It's just like we're gonna do it. If I would give this a number rating, like in terms of the quality of this show, I actually give this one a 9. I really like this one.
Yeah, solid.
How about you, Ben?
8.69.
Cool.
A resounding 8 for the 36 hours of X-Men that I have watched.
What about Cold Comfort? How would you
Oh, it's
rate that episode?
fantastic.
How would you rate that episode?
It was great. I liked it.
But I can give it a number.
8 out of 10.
Okay, I give it a 6.
Okay.
What about you, Ben?
Cold Comfort, solid 5.55. Slightly above average.
Cool beans. Okay. So join us next week. We're gonna be covering Love in Vain and Juggernaut Returns with Mike Vincent from Dudes of the Dead.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's
That's the one time that's gonna happen, right?
it's like one of the yes.
Yeah. Cool. As long
Somebody
as
take that ruby away from Jamie.
Oh, Deb, has your fucking face been cut off this whole time?
Yeah. Big time.
That's okay.